from Tokyo, Japan. My name is Syd Hoare. In recent basho, we've seen a lot of the top rikishi dropping out because of injury. As we go into this one, Yokozuna Takanohana is back in again, but there is considerable doubt about his condition. He's done very little training the last few months. Unfortunately, the other Yokozuna, Musashi Maru, is not fighting this time round. Neither are Ozeki's Chiotai Kai and Kaiho. This leaves the way open for Ozeki Asa Shoryu to win another basho, which would qualify him for promotion to Yokozuna. He needs 2 basho wins in a row to gain that promotion. The only one likely to stop him is Takanohana, but this may well be his last basho unless he can turn in a good performance. Yokozuna are never forcibly retired. The most they can get is a recommendation to retire from the Yokozuna Deliberation Committee, but this is usually enough. Well, Takanohana's got a bad knee. He sat out the last basho, and he certainly hasn't done a lot of training since then. But he's won 22 tournaments in the past. Who's to say that he couldn't do it again? Well, there we have the Banzuke. That's all the rankings, starting at the top with Yokozuna, then through Ozeki, then Sekiwaki ranks, then Komusubi ranks, and then down to the bottom rankings, the Maegashira rankings that we see now, all the way down to Maegashira 14 and 15. These are the men who are just in the top division. A bad performance means that they would drop down to the lower division of Juryo. Well, this is the man, Takanohana, who's back in again, the Yokozuna. Well, his knee's a bit wobbly, but it's maybe not so much at his knee condition, but his mental condition that will be the decider here. And on this first day, the banners there say it's full house, Manin Onrei, that's what it says. And then we go to the first of our lower ranked Maegashira wrestlers, Jumonji fighting Kasuganishiki. They've never fought before. And there's a jump start from Kasuganishiki. Referee stops them, the Kyoji stops them, and it's into the Atari, the slam, with Jumonji hitting him first with his head, then tries a pull down, and then a clip behind, but it's Kasuganishiki who wins that one as Jumonji jumps back off his oshidashi, or push out. So win there for Kasuganishiki of the Kasugano stable. Some 52 stables in Japanese pro sumo and around 700 wrestlers. Now, Tochinonada, sometimes known as the Giant Killer, has got 8 kimboshi. That means he's beaten Yokozuna 8 times. Here fighting Gojoro, who he's fought 6 times in the past and won 4 of them, and that makes he still stays at 4. And it's Gojoro there who wins with a sidestep and a slap down, and hatakikomi win for Gojoro over Tochinonada. Now, a tremendous hand for Takamisakari, otherwise known as Robocop. There you see in the crowd love his movements. He's fighting the old veteran, 35 years old, Akinoshima on the right. Akinoshima bangs him with his head, locks onto the belt, but when he gets to the edge, it's Takamisakari that swings him over with a scoop throw, the sukuinage. So Akinoshima takes his first loss, and that's first win for Robocop Takamisakari. Well, he's obviously not quite sure what to do there. Is there money on this one? The referee will bring it over. If there is, there it is. Kenshokin, it's known as, 60,000 yen. Goes in those little envelopes, but with deductions, it narrows down to 30,000 yen that the wrestler gets. Now, Tamanoshima is a man who started sumo at in primary school. A lot of primary school kids do sumo in Japan, otherwise known as Wanpaku Sumo. And Kotoryu, 30-year-old veteran, whacks in first with the head. Takes Tamanoshima to the edge. He's teetering on the brink, and a little bit of a sideways push sends him over the edge. Yorikiri win there for Kotoryu. Wakanoyama turns round, grabs the salt, chucks it in the ring. That's known as shiomaki. That purifies the ring. Here he's fighting Shimotori at 147 kilos, Wakanoyama at 159. Comes in low. Wakanoyama always comes out for a low from the crouch down, the tachi-ai. But it's Shimotori, relatively new wrestler, who comes back and shoves him out with oshidashi. Straightforward thrust there to the upper body and throat sends Wakanoyama over the edge. Rules are simple. Only the soles of the feet can touch down inside the ring, and nothing, no part of the body may touch down outside of the ring. So the first one to touch down is the one who loses. Kyokushuzan there comes out with a slap right at the start of the tachi-ai, but the Gyoji calls the stop there. They jump the gun, and it's back into the tachi-ai, and it's Hakutoriki there, who comes out with a thrust to the throat, but he overreaches himself. And no, it's Hokutoriki who took that one with oshidashi. So a win there for Hokutoriki with oshidashi. It's the man himself, Takanohana, flanked by his attendants. It's Skevito getting ready for his bouts. This is the Kokugikan, and you see those portraits high up. Those are the winners of each basho. Now Kaiho, very small wrestler, 122 kilos, here fighting Iwakiyama. His name means Rocky Mountain, and he's named after the highest mountain in Aomori Prefecture, where he comes from. In fact, both of these wrestlers come from Aomori Prefecture. Big difference in weight. Iwakiyama at 170 kilos, Kaiho some 50 kilos lighter. But he's a skillful wrestler. Tries the inside leg hook there against the bigger wrestler. Then backs off, been chased around the edge of the ring, but it's Iwakiyama who overreaches himself as Kaiho's teeters on the brink, but goes around sideways just inside the circle, and Iwakiyama crashes to the ground. Saw the big man there shaking his head as if he thought, I should have had that one. Aminishiki, another lightweight wrestler, 124 kilos. Fights Tochinonada at 134 kilos, both of them at the lightweight end of the scale. As far as sumo goes, average weight is around the 155 kilo mark. There, Tokitsuumi locks on tight, gets his arms around Aminishiki just on the edge, and hustles him over with yorikiri. So yorikiri, a force out, and some prize money for Tokitsuumi. Takanonada there, in conversation in the Shitakubeya in the preparation room. Now Takanonami is a veteran, man who was a very long time at Ozeki rank, won 2 tournaments way back. Here fighting Kotonowaka on the right, heavily taped up left knee there. Last time he was in the top rankings was just under 4 years ago, when he got into the Sanyaku grouping at the top. Takanonami forces him to the edge and over. So there's still a lot of fire left in the old veteran. He turned in a good performance last time. He had 10 wins against 5 losses, which was exactly the same as Kotonowaka's score. 2 veterans there, with Takanonami beating Kotonowaka with yorikiri. So a lot of yorikiri wins on this first day. Now Dejima, it's a man who won a tournament a long time ago, fighting Kotomitsuki, who also won a tournament. So both men capable in theory of winning this one, both skillful wrestlers. But it's Dejima who drives Kotomitsuki back to the edge and over with another yorikiri win. Kotomitsuki well taped up there, you can see his elbows, as though they're paining him, and it's Dejima there, who tends to overextend when he charges out, but there he managed to lock on tight and drive Kotomitsuki over the edge. Now Takanowaka, a lot of attention on this one in Japan. He's gradually getting stronger and stronger. He's now up to Sekiwaki rank. Here fighting Toki, who he's fought 9 times before and won 4 of those encounters. Well, that was an easy win there for him. Came out faster than Toki, locked on tight, 2 hands to the body of Toki, and drove him back and out with oshidashi. comfortable win there. And Takanowaka looks as though he's putting on a bit of muscle. Does a bit of weight training. As do quite a few of the rikishi now, although this is much frowned upon by the sumo elders. I think it makes the wrestlers too hard and not very supple. Now, Tochiazuma fights Miyabiyama. They fought 15 times in the past. Tochiazuma on the left there, won 9 of them. Tochiazuma's got a cold, apparently, this tournament, which is enough to take the edge off. Well, it's a good, nice, open bout there. A lot of slapping and pushing. Tsupari attacks. Slap to the face of Tochiazuma. Tochiazuma teeters on the edge there, but it's Miyabiyama who follows it up and shoves him out with oshidashi. It's a good start for Miyabiyama. He turned in 8 wins in the last basho, as did Tochiazuma. There's the wrestlers coming in, ready to take their seats. It's Takanohana with the distinctive Oicho Mage style of hairdo. It's in the shape of a ginkgo leaf. Fans out, comes over the top of the head and then fans out. Now we have Musoyama on the right. Got a very fierce tachi-ai. Came out a little bit slow there. Kyokutenho locks on at the front there, but Musoyama thought he had him on the edge there. Tried to smother him, threw his arm sideways and tried to force him out with his body, but Kyokutenho managed to spin around and shove Musoyama out from behind. So on a kuridashi win there for Kyokutenho from Mongolia. And there's the other Mongolian. In fact, not the other, there are 2 other Mongolians. There's Kyokushuzan, Asashoryu and Kyokutenho in this top division. This is the man who won the tournament last time out. He's fighting Tosanumi. They fought 11 times in the past. Asashoryu's won 6 of those. Well, the Yokozuna Deliberation Committee are watching this one, because this is the man who might well be promoted to Yokozuna. And that was a comfortable win there for him. Very skillfully done, in good style. Let's watch that one again. Comes out, starts driving forward. Turns Tosanumi slightly to the side, throat thrust there, push to the throat, and then a very low drop down and a push out from Asashoryu sends Tosanumi over the edge with oshidashi. Well, there's some money, some envelopes. Most number of envelopes that were ever won in an individual bout were 28. It's quite a big heap of envelopes. Now we have Takanohana. What's his knee like? Is he going to be able to stand up to the stresses and strains of sumo? He's fighting Wakanosato, a very powerful wrestler, some 10 kilos heavier than himself, which is not a great amount. Takanohana's met him 8 times in the past and beaten him 8 times. Although he's been out of sumo for quite some time, has the Yokozuna. And how's this one going to go? Wakanosato's strong enough when he locks in. I would say that Takanohana's got the technique once he gets the belt. Takanohana looking a bit overweight there. Quite so compact as he used to look. Well, let's see how this one goes. It's a make or break basho for this Yokozuna. So even start for both wrestlers. Now Wakanosato gets round behind. He's got the big man on the go there. And it looked to me like Wakanosato had that one, but the referees, the Gyoji, has given it to Takanohana. Well, some doubt there. Maybe they both fell at the same time. In which case it would be a rematch. But it was touch and go there. A wobbly start for Takanohana. Wakanosato almost got round behind him and shoved him out. Well, it's first win anyway, whatever. There was no objection from any of the umpires that sit around the ring. And so he's looking a little bit happier there as he goes down the flower path, the Hanamichi, down to the Shitakubeya. Well, let's just watch this one again. But there you see, Wakanosato almost turns him round behind. And there, that's a very dangerous moment for the Yokozuna. He's trying a leg hook. Yes, but I think it was Wakanosato's shoulder who touched down first. Stay with us, we'll be back very shortly with day 2 of the basho.